What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, Irv Gotti has made one of the biggest comebacks I've ever seen as of late, just on the low. He just signed like a big $200 million deal, I think, with like some licenses for movies and some of his old catalogs. Just like generational wealth type money. And we all know him from Murder Inc. You know, Ja Rule, Ashanti, you know, people like that. And he don't get a lot of credit for being, you know, one of the best, I would say, rap CEOs of like the late 90s, early 2000s. He was doing his thing. Unfortunately, Irv Gotti was in love with Ashanti at the same time while his wife was going through a tumultuous relationship break. And he found out that Ashanti and Nelly were together on a TV show. All right. Like he was pretty much watching the NBA game together, and he saw basically them together, right? And his heart was broken. Now let me just talk about this in that fact. Every guy thought he had some woman that loved him. Some of y'all found out on Facebook. You used to go to Facebook. Remember, they said girls would be in, change their relationship status to taken with the new dude. Some of y'all knew the dude. The dude was your friend. And you had like no idea that it was gonna happen. Think about it. Some of y'all right now still mad at an ex-girlfriend that left you like that. And let me tell you guys, I want to just be real. Y'all think it only happens to poor guys. Okay? Look at Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti had a beautiful wife. Irv Gotti had Ashanti in her prime. Irv Gotti was rich. Irv Gotti lost his girl that he was in love with, thought he was gonna marry, to fucking Nelly. And you think he didn't know nothing about the red pill? You think he didn't know nothing about how shady things can be with certain ladies or in dating? And this is a guy who got money. And many of the guys that consume the manosphere content believe that this is not going to happen to you once you get rich. Let me tell you what you'll find out. You're going to find out that the girl that you in love with or like heavily is going to leave you for somebody who don't got shit. That's the best one. It gets worse. At least if I'm Irv Gotti, you left me for Nelly, I could appreciate that. I'd be hurt, but you left me for Nelly. What if she left you for Pookie and Ray Ray? And think about the fact that you built her career, that Nelly wouldn't even know her if it wasn't for you. Let me tell you this, guys. This happens with so many men. Sometimes we are the catapulting reasons for a woman coming into a society, and she comes in that society and leaves you for somebody else that you introduced her to that society. That's what happens. Let me tell you how to deal with it. Time. Because see, in the manosphere community, we talk too much about pumping and dumping chicks, kicking chicks out, blocking chicks and all that. We talk a lot about that. Fine. What about dealing with actually being hurt? Guys, any man can be hurt. Your feelings can be hurt. Your expectations cannot be met. And if you want your expectations to not be met, I can tell you where you're going to find that at in the dating market, in relationships. Okay? You will find that out real quick, because women can be very, very emotional and change, You putting your effort in every day, it could mean absolutely nothing to her. While you busting your ass, you're working, you're earning. Watch the next guy. And I always talk about it. The next dude that's coming around there didn't do nothing. You built her up for the next dude. Literally, I have done that before. Guess what? Thank God for the victory. Because as much as hurt that you might want to have, look at Irv Gotti. He's still rich. Lost Ashanti, lost his wife. Guess what? Life goes on. I want to encourage men today. Life goes on. You know, a lot of times we talk so much about things that are, you know, in my honest opinion, situations, guys, that, you know, it's always about the red pill. It's always about you coming out on top. Man, when you deal with women, man, a lot of times you don't come out on top. You're getting flaked on just because you're doing the red pill. Women change, man. Sometimes you're hot, sometimes you're not with a woman. It changes. It changes. All right? We're going to talk about that. It fucking changes. And it hurts. But this is why you want to have people around you who care about you, who love you, who can encourage you, tell you, brother, it's going to be okay. And learn to forgive them. Eventually. Because let me tell you something, guys. The guy that she leaving you for, she ain't gonna stay with him. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Whatever problems you have with her brother, she going over there with them same problems because she don't feel like she need to learn from what happened. That's what you got to do though. You have to learn. Women, when they leave somebody, they feel like it's all your fault. They don't feel like they need, a lot of times they don't feel like they need to learn from what happened. You are the ones who got to learn from what happened. Okay? It's okay to be hurt and be let down. But the one thing is that my godfather used to always tell his only prayer, Lord, keep my mind. That's all. Keep being sane. Some guys get hurt and do crazy things and stuff like that, but keep sane. Know that there is better out there as long as you're doing better. Let her go. Most times, the new guy where she was going, what do you think he gets from her? Some good things. But in today's world, what are guys getting from relationships in general? We feel in many parts of the red pill communities that it's not what guys got in the past, right? So take away from the fact that you cared about her, you loved her. What did she really do for you? Now we can get over it more. We can put it into perspective. What was she really doing for me every day? Okay, there we go. Well, all right, I can go on and be okay now. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junkie. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.